first thing I want you guys to know about Muay Thai strategy is you have to understand the way that Muay Thai is scored. Muay Thai is scored unlike most combat sports. Most combat sports, a landed strike is a scoring strike, but that's not true in Muay Thai. It depends on what strike lands and how it lands, as opposed to just landing. For instance, in Muay Thai, the scoring tactics of Muay Thai, the tactics that score all the time, are roundhouse kicks and knees to the torso and the head. That's what consistently scores. Notice, block, okay? In most sports, most combat sports, that would have been considered a blocked kick. In Muay Thai, it is not. It doesn't score as highly as if I had his arm out of the way and I caught him in the body. But it still scores nonetheless. So that's why if you guys, especially with the video I provided for you, when you go to watch the fights, you'll see that a very common tactic in Muay Thai is they're kicking each other in the arms a lot. And it's because they're racking up points. Roundhouse kicks to the leg, push kicks, elbows, and punches do not score typically. They only score if they cause visible damage. Visible damage does not mean that he throws a punch to my face and my head snaps back like Rocky Balboa. That is still not scoring. He can throw 5 of those in a row. I can be doing this, and I land one kick, I am winning the fight. However, he goes to throw that cross, and I get the jelly legs for a minute, the stank leg. Now that's scored. He throws a roundhouse kick at my leg, and my leg buckles. Now it's scored. He throws a push kick, and I stumble off balance or get knocked down. Then it scores. I'm not going to have him demonstrate the cutting elbow. And usually, the only time an elbow counts towards your score is if you cut the person. So these are things to bear in mind, and this plays a big role in why Muay Thai is fought the way it is. Because if you watch Muay Thai fighters fight, if you're not familiar with the sport and you watch what they're doing, what the hell are they doing? Why aren't they kicking the legs more? Because this is a very, very effective technique. Why is their boxing so elementary and they don't use it that much? It's because it doesn't score. So anyway, that's one of the first important things that you guys got to understand about score. The key things about Muay Thai scoring is the strikes are roundhouse kicks and knees to the torso and to the head. Any strike that causes somebody to lose their balance or show pain in any way, like for instance, he throws that kick to my leg, and even though my body doesn't react, I grit my teeth. Well, the judges are right at ringside, and they see that, and it's like, oh, that scored. So even though no other visible effects, but that's why in Muay Thai it's super important to always remember, whenever you fight, it doesn't matter. He could be beating my ass from one side of the ring to the other. I could be bleeding from the pores of my face. But I'm not hurt and I'm not tired. You know, it's like whatever's happening, poker face. Because anything that shows fatigue or pain is going to affect your score. Let's see, what other points did I want to make? Speaking of balance, one of the most important, one of the highest scoring techniques in Muay Thai is kicking somebody off their feet. You'll see this move a lot. He throws his kick, guy traps it, kicks the support leg out, they fall down, go boom. That is one of the highest scoring techniques. You do that once or twice in a round, you're almost guaranteed to have won the round. So, moving right along, because of how important your balance is, the very first thing that you guys want to practice is this drill. It's kind of neat, but I love it. This is an extremely important drill for fighters. We take turns round kicking each other in the arms. Okay? Go ahead. Because what we're doing is we're focusing on maintaining very good balance. After you have to strike from a balanced position, return to a balanced position, and when you defend, maintain that composure. Because if I throw my kick and then he returns, that's not good Muay Thai. And his score just went, and mine went. Does everybody understand? So that's going to be our first drill. Partner up and start kicking each other. Let's go. Now hold on, I gotta have my notes with me. Now, one of the big things that we're going to be going over today, from traditional Muay Thai, Muay boran, which means ancient Muay Thai. There are 5 defensive movements of Muay Thai, and there's 3 offensive strategies, and we're going to be covering both. That's what this particular seminar is covering. The 5 defensive movements of Muay Thai are moving forward, moving backward, moving side to side, moving up, and moving down. We'll discuss the offensive strategies later. Moving forward. Michael's going to step in and throw a roundhouse kick. Okay, here's another option. Throw that roundhouse kick. Moving forward. Okay? Moving backwards. Michael's going to kick me in the leg. Just take a step back. Okay, again. All right, side to side. Oh, Mike throws his jab. Okay, I did that kind of slow. But yeah, do it slow because I'm not used to being on this mat. It's sticking. Oh, that's awesome. We should lick it. Okay, so anyway, he throws a jab. Step and pivot. Goes across. Step and pivot. What example do I have moving up and down? Moving up. Okay. What I want you to do is throw a low roundhouse kick like you're trying to attack my calf. Okay? Moving up, just simply lifting your leg up out of the way. And then moving down, just a most classic example, he throws a left hook. A hook, not a jab. Is you bob underneath it, you can bob and weave. Okay? So what I'm going to do is we're going to drill this. You're going to give it to your partner. The first thing you're going to do is we're going to do the moving forward drill. Your partner is going to throw a roundhouse kick. And all you're going to do is step in and push, or go ahead, throw it again, or use your push kick. Push kick or push with the hand. Okay, does everybody understand? Sure. Let's go. Roundhouse kick to left. All you do is take a half step back. When you do it now, for the drill, we're only doing the half step back. And the thing is, here, throw a push kick at me. Step in and throw a punch. This half step back works against a variety of techniques, but one of the most common ones is when somebody tries to roundhouse kick you in the leg, you step back, and then immediately, the leg that stepped back, you just bounce it off, and kick him in the back. Because that's allowed one time. So anyway, what I want you guys to do is practice that. Predominantly, you're going to be. You don't need to do the counter. If you want to throw in the counter attack, that's fine. I don't mind. Also, but throw in some of the other attacks as well, so you get a feel for how it works. I'm going to throw a push kick, a punch, just that little half step, and that way you're not forced to absorb a strike, and also because a lot of times when you absorb that strike, it forces you back anyway. But if you take an intentional step back, it's not going to count against you. Okay, let's go. Now we're going to practice side to side motion. Okay. So first of all, he's going to throw his jab. Okay. Step and pivot. He throws his cross. Step and pivot. One of the important things about when you step and pivot is make sure that when you step and pivot, throw your jab again. I'm facing him. I'm not doing this. Okay, throw the jab again. This does you no good. Okay? I'm not going to attack his fist. Okay? Throws his jab, and I'm here. He throws his cross, and I'm here, and I'm facing him. Because this is where I'm going to counter. Okay? You can do this against boxing and against the push kicks. Okay? Those push kick. Okay? And I'm set up immediately for a counter. Throw the push kick. the other push kick. All right, let's go. Remember, step, pivot, facing your person. Real simple. Your partner is going to throw a low roundhouse towards your calf. This is a common tag. Yeah, common. I'm trying to show the target. A low kick to attack your calf. This is a common tactic in Muay Thai. You guys throw that kick again, and I can even combine it. Get out of the way. While it's up there, I might as well give him a push kick too. Okay. So there are other things moving upward, but in the shape I'm in, I'm not going to demonstrate that. We're just going to focus on that one for now. Okay, let's go. We're going to do this one for about 90 seconds, and then move on to the next one. And we know how to do a boxing bob and weave. Okay, when you're boxing, as you go down, you sidestep at the same time. Okay, but in Muay Thai, they have an old school version of the bob and weave, which works against the high kick. You can kick me. All right. You think? Okay. Can you do it slowly then? So I can. What you do is, as the kick comes, what I do is I step here. My foot kicks out this way. Then all I do is rotate here, underneath it. Now his kick's over there, and then double elbow strike. Okay. So here we go. He throws his kick. So the move is real simple. Okay, I say it's real simple. You get here, so basically you turn totally over to the right, and then all you do is totally switch your feet. So now you're over here, and then you step in with your counter attack. Okay. 1, 2, 3, and 4. You can also apply that if you're with a partner who can't kick that high, swing the arm so that we can at least simulate it. Does everybody understand? Let's try it. Let's go. It doesn't matter. It will give you an idea of the 5 defensive footworks. The five defensive movements. There's other ways to move forward, back, side, up, and down. But these are some of the most common ones that I've shown you. Well, except for that moving down. I showed you a traditional one that nobody uses anymore. But I just thought it would be fun. Because everyone knows how to get under something, right? Okay, so anyway, now we're going to start getting into the offensive strategies of Muay Thai. The first one is called the lion's walk. Remember this one? Not at all. Come here. All right. When we talk about, there's the lion's walk and tiger's walk. Now I have to be 100% honest with you guys. There are 3 offensive strategies of Muay Thai. I understand 2 of them. The third one I don't teach because I just haven't wrapped my head around it yet. I need to go back and train more with my Muay boran master before I have a full enough grasp of the third one to be able to teach it to you guys. So we're going to cover the lion's walk and the tiger's walk. What the lion's walk means is you are doing simultaneous actions, 2 simultaneous actions from the same side of your body. It can be a double block, a block and a strike, or 2 strikes. For instance, for starters, what we're going to do is we're going to pretend that I'm defending myself against his cross. He goes to throw a cross at me, I parry, and push kick. Left, left. Same thing, you do the same thing, I'm sorry, with the jab. Okay? Parry, push kick. Okay? This is the simple one we're going to start with, okay? With your partner. Your partner's going to throw a punch at you, you're going to parry, and kick with the same hand that you parried. Cross, jab, okay? So it's the same side. Parry with the left, kick with the left, parry with the right, kick with the right. Does everybody understand? Let's do it. All right, now Matt is going to throw a jab. Block out, roundhouse kick. Then he throws a cross, block out, roundhouse kick. Once again, instead of parrying in, you parry out, kick on the same side that you blocked with. Jab, block out, roundhouse kick, block out, roundhouse kick. Let's go.
Jenny, one last play.
Here's This is going to be another option. Here, stand on this side. This is going to be another option for how you can use lion's walk. He throws the left hook. Block out. Reach and grab. Knee. Okay. Block out. Reach in. Knee. Okay. Okay. Down. Don't have to reach through and grab, just so you know. Okay. I just do it here. Oh, I did that wrong. That was supposed to be the left knee. Go wait. Okay. You block with the left, you knee with the left. Block with the right, knee with the right. Let's go. Stand over here. Matt is going to throw his right roundhouse kick at me. Okay. Throw it, yeah, and don't throw too hard. Okay. I'm going to block, and then step down into the spinning elbow. Remember how I said in our elbows class out in the main arena that whenever you throw a spinning strike, you have to step off center line. Well, when he throws the kick, by me bringing the cross block and then just stepping down, that created that little angled step that you need. So block, bam. Other side. Bam. Bam. Okay, does everybody understand? Obviously, don't kick hard. Don't throw the roundhouse kick hard, because one of the key things about blocking roundhouse kicks in Muay Thai, we block with our knee. That is the preferred method. That is the way you should be training. Is jam your knee into somebody's shin. The thing about that is the knee is going to beat the shin every single time. So since we don't have shin guards today, you want to be very careful practicing this. So he throws his right kick, block, step down into the spinning elbow. He throws his left kick, block, step down into the spinning elbow. Everybody understand? Let's work. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move on. What we've been doing is we've been combining blocks with strikes for lion's walk, both on the same side. Now what we're going to do is we're going to go into just strike and strike. So the first one that we're going to do is, now here's the thing, in traditional Muay Thai, in traditional Muay Boran, both of these strikes happened at the same time. So a fighter would literally throw the roundhouse kick and punch at the same time. But if you practice that, you'll realize that what you wind up doing is you end up throwing two half-ass techniques. Now, the reason this used to work in Muay Boran, because it was bare knuckle. And by bare knuckle, what I mean is they wrapped their hands in rope, then dipped it in resin, and then they used either sand, ground glass, or ground seashells. So basically they were turning their fists in the wrappings. It was like sandpaper. So you don't have to hit somebody very hard to open that cut and get them bleeding. And they always aim their punches right there for the scalp and the eyes. So it doesn't matter if you're not striking that hard, because with sandpaper, that's just going to open them up. Well, they don't do that anymore. Now we have boxing gloves. So with boxing gloves on and I do this, it's just going to be two weak techniques that he's just going to shrug off. So now what we do is we stagger it a little bit. Okay? Okay? Throw the kick and the punt. Throw the kick, then jam the punch in. So that way you're able to put some hip into that kick and a shoulder into that punch. Okay? I can do the same thing. Okay? Or I can punch, then kick. Okay? So what I want you guys to do is experiment with that a little bit. Get the feel for, or you can do the kick first. Kick, punch. Kick, punch. Okay, let's go. Another jab team. Okay. Almost simultaneous. It's all in the same rhythm. She snaps her jab and lands the teeth. The jab distracts. You get the jab right there in their face. and hit them with the teeth before they can spot what you've done. The way to make this work is when you snap the jab, the rear foot slides into the lead foot. So it's one smooth motion. 1, 2. Okay. 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 Now I'm ready for you guys to try it. Oh yeah. Once again, going with our theme of simultaneous strikes from the same side of the body. Now we're going to go with uppercut into knee. Okay. So I'm going to step in, uppercut, knee. Uppercut, knee. Okay. When you throw the lead uppercut, I recommend stepping, because that's what's going to load this leg, as opposed to boom, and then here. That takes a little bit too long. You don't want the if you think about a combination count, how a lot of combinations, when you're learning them are timed 1, 2, 3, but what you want is 1, 2, as opposed to 1, 2. Does that make sense to everybody? What I'm getting at? So what you want to do is 1, 2. 1, 2. Everybody understand? Let's go. This is probably my favorite lion's walk technique of all time. Okay. Step in with the knee, drop the elbow. This one is actually almost done the traditional way still to this day, where there's just a very, very slight stagger between the two strikes. They come in, bam, bam. And one of the reasons I love that so much is I remember when I first started studying Muay Thai, that was one of the first spectacular knockouts I ever saw, because it was a first round knockout, and the fighters were out here, the guy just comes in, bam, bam, the fight was over. That guy never knew what the heck hit him, just laid out, and it was like, whoa! And of course the guy who won runs around the ring like this, jumps up on the ring, the crowd went nuts. It was just such an awesome knockout. So anyway, I want you guys to be careful, obviously, with this elbow, because come in, and you can do it both sides, okay? So, knee, elbow. Knee, elbow. Okay? Any questions?
You don't have to plant your feet first.
No, not at all. You hit it. The knee is still up when you hit them. Because this is what you're trying to take advantage of. Most times, if you come in and throw a knee, see what happens? People, they shell up to protect their body from that, completely exposing their head. So you just come in and bam, bam. Fight's over. Let's go. Same side. Same side, absolutely. So that means Tiger's walk would be opposite side. Very good. Okay. Now, here's something, I'll tell you, and you'll never remember it. But actually, no, you will remember it because it's actually written down. I gave everybody a cheat sheet from today's lesson. Where it talks about the lion's walk, you'll see in parentheses it says Muay Chaya. Muay Thai Chaya, what it is until the actual sport of Muay Thai homogenized the martial art, each region of Thailand had its own version of the bare knuckle fighting system, which now Muay boran to the Thais is kind of like saying Kung Fu to the Chinese. Kung Fu is just their broad general term for martial arts. Same thing with Muay boran. Muay boran is their general term for the old Thai martial arts that aren't the bare knuckle system. The bare knuckle system is what it is. The Tiger's Walk, which is movements from simultaneous movements from opposite sides, that is associated with the style of Muay Thai Karat. And now you know. I don't remember what region Karat is in Thailand, but I know that Muay Thai Chaya, that was the area around the old capital. So, All right. Jen, come here. I like hitting her. All right, so she's going to throw a jab. I'm going to parry and kick with the opposite leg. So we're going to run through drills that are very similar to the ones we did with the lion's walk, but now we're going to do, for a lot of them anyway, we're going to now do the tiger's walk version. Throw your cross, parry, kick with the opposite. Okay? Jab, parry, kick with the left, parry with the left, kick with the right. Okay? Let's do it. You're going to be over here. Okay. All right. Jenna's going to throw a roundhouse kick that I'm going to block with my knee. So what does that mean? Okay, right.
Yes.
Okay. Boom. Bam. Okay. Opposite side. Block with one side, step down, punch with the other. Okay? Okay. You, obviously, when she's leaning, makes it hard for me to, so I have to step down into it. Okay? Yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah, that wasn't bad.
Okay.
We just clashed shins. All right. All right, everybody understand? Let's go. Okay, now, next one. I'm going to throw a punch. Okay? She uses this hand to parry over her shoulder, then reaches through to grab and throw the knee. Okay? Yeah? Okay? Same thing on the other side. She parries, knees. One of the things that's really cool about this particular technique is how you trap somebody's arm. Okay? When she parries, she intentionally parries the hand, my punch, over her shoulder and reaches through and grabs. She never lets go of my arm. So now my arm is stuck. And then she can have her way with me. Okay? All right, is everybody ready? Let's try it. You know what? I won't mind this. Okay. Now we're going to get into the almost simultaneous attacks from opposite sides. Okay. What you're going to do? Lead T, step down into the cross as he slowly backs away from me. Please stand still. Okay. T, cross. T, cross. You can do it opposite too. All right. Let's go. All right, there's a couple of different ways that we can do this one. Yes. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to start with your lead roundhouse kick and throw the cross behind it. So, okay, I can kick him to the body, or I can kick him to the inside of the leg. Okay, doesn't matter which. Whatever floats your boat, whatever just feels right at the time. Okay, let's go. Drills here because they both start with the lead hook. All right. Yeah, you both start with the lead hook, and from here it's all going to be based on range. If I'm close and I throw the lead hook, I'm going to follow it up with a rear knee. But if there's a little bit more distance, I'm throwing a wide hook. I'm going to follow it up with a roundhouse kick. Okay? So I want you guys to do both throughout this drill. Sometimes be close, hook, knee. Sometimes a little bit further away, hook, knee. That was a roundhouse kick. Hook, knee, hook, roundhouse kick. And for the lead knee, step down into the rear elbow. Okay? Bam. And as you step down, drop the elbow as well. Okay?
Here.
Over here.
Lean.
Step down to the elbow. Actually walk it forward, okay? Here, do it like that again. Watch his feet. Okay? Now watch my feet. Just walk it in. Yep. One of the things is, if somebody shuffles in it with their feet, it's almost guaranteed that just by the way they're shuffling, there's some sort of kick or knee coming at you. It's pretty obvious because you're not going to punch. And if you throw a punch from there, it's not going to be one bit effective. Okay. So what you want to do is you want to learn that when you want to attack with elite technique with power, just walk it in. Because if I'm walking it in, it can be any technique, and I'm still going to be able to hit with power. I could be walking it in to throw a push kick. I could walk it in to throw a knee. Walk it in to throw a roundhouse kick. I can walk it into a punch or elbow. Elbow. Walk it in, throw a punch. Okay? So walking it in is a much better option rather than trying to shuffle your feet when you fight. Okay? So he walks it in, knee, and then just as you step down. So it's simultaneous. So walk it in, knee, there you go. Everybody got it? Just say yes, let's go.
Yeah.
What we're going to do is, I don't really have a drill. This is basically going to be like a short lecture on ranges of attack. One of the things, here, let's play a game. You saw that YouTube video. Master Ken?
Yeah.
Yes, okay, so anyway. Let's say, for instance, he's using his longest range weapon. That is not your longest range weapon. Okay, he's using his push kick. Okay? How should I counter somebody using their push kick and round kick, which is their long range weapon? Anybody have an idea? Anyone feel it? How should you counter it? What type of strike should you counter it with? Strike, not parrying. Boxing. Okay.
Right hand.
Yeah, basically just boxing in general, because that's your next longest weapon. Basically, this is the way Muay Thai works. Whatever weapon that somebody's attacking you with, be it they're punching with you, they're trying to throw knees, they're trying to throw kicks, it is most advantageous to counter with the next shortest weapon. Your longest weapon is your push kicks and round kicks. So if he's attacking me with kicks, then I want to attack him with punches. But once I start attacking him with punches, what's the next closest weapon? So as I start countering and attacking with punches, he's going to come in and start throwing knees. But now that he's attacking with knees, my next thing is what, everybody, that we've been doing all weekend?
Elbows.
There we go, elbows. Okay.
All together.
So he's throwing his knees, and I'm going to start coming in and attacking with elbows. But with elbows being the shortest weapon, what happens if somebody is elbowing you? What do you do? Yeah, you get back to long range and kick again. And that's how Muay Thai handles range. And this is one of the things that will help you as a fighter, is you recognize, it's like, hey, this guy's kicking me a lot, so that means I should start punching him a lot. Or this guy's punching me a lot, I should get in there and knee him. Hopefully it's allowed in your martial art. or this guy's trying to, I'm sorry.
To get inside his head and take away the range that he likes.
Well, it's taken away. It's not so much that it's going to get inside their head, because if they're a smart fighter, they're going to adjust to you anyway. But it's just the fact that you're nullifying what the range that they're trying to attack you from. It's by moving to the next closest range, you're stuffing them. Okay? So there's not really any drills for that. But one thing I will point out, and this is something that you guys can get up and try with each other, is hold your arm out. Okay? Everybody here knows how to parry a punch. Okay? Okay? We all know how to do that. But what I didn't learn until I got to Muay Thai is that where you parry on the arm determines what your counterattack is going to be. Or if you have a preferred counterattack, that tells you where you should be parrying their arm. Does that make sense? So for instance, let's say for instance that I really like to kick. I'm going to parry right here at his hand and wrist. because that's what leaves me right there at kicking range. But in truth, everybody knows that I'm known as a master of knees. I like to get into clinch range. That means that when he attacks and punches, I'm going to come in and block right by his elbow. Okay? To get that. So what I want everybody to do is get with your partner and just play with that pairing a little bit. Experiment where your partner's throwing punches at you. You parry and throw some kicks and feel how the range works. And then move in closer, start parrying them out the elbow and throw some counterattacks so you feel how that range works. Okay? Let's go. The last set of drills that we're going to do today is what I refer to as, I was originally taught them as touch-go drills. You're touched, you go. But other people refer to them as a trigger point. Okay, so what that means is, just as an example, what I want you to do is throw a roundhouse kick to my arms. Okay? Bam, bam, bam. Okay? As soon as I feel the bam, bam, bam. Okay? Okay? Bam, bam. Okay? It's one of the key things in Muay Thai that I mentioned at the beginning of class is having good balance, good stance. This goes back to your very first seminar that you participated in, where we discussed the foundation. In Muay Thai, your stance is your defense. So that I've got a nice strong stance. He kicks me in the arms. I don't budge and I'm in immediate position to attack that. But if I have a weak stance, he kicks me in the arms, and I stumble a little bit, or even if I let him, go ahead and kick again, even if I let him just move me like that, now I've lost my advantage. I do not have the chance to attack him back, because by the time that I regain my composure, he's already back in his position. So these touch-go or trigger point drills, the whole purpose behind them is to learn to take the shot and fire back immediately. It's very similar to the drill we did at the beginning of class where we're kicking each other in the arms. Okay? So, here's another example of a trigger point drill. Throw the left hook. Bam. Okay? No sooner than bam, he lands that, I fired that right back. Bam, bam, bam. Okay? So what I want you to do is, these are the two trigger point drills I want you to work on. Somebody kicks you in the arms, bam, punch, punch, kick back. They throw the hook at your head, punch, punch, kick back. Does everybody understand? We're only going to do this drill for about 2 minutes because class is almost over, and we have an award ceremony. All right? All right, let's go. Yeah, the idea is to hit them before they regain their position. Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
30 seconds, guys. Certificates. I don't have a drill specific for this. This is just something I want to tell you. Just a couple of real quick, easy things to bear in mind. One important thing, especially because I really like the clinch. Really like to point out that in Muay Thai, in most cases you use your knees to set up the elbows, not vice versa. So, like. You know, when you're fighting, you want to land that elbow technique. You just come in with the knee, bam, there's your chance for the elbow. You don't often do the opposite, where you come up with the elbow to then set up the knee. Okay? Now, the only other thing I really want to point out, and this is hugely important for Muay Thai sport fighting. Whenever you get anybody off balance, as soon as I got them off balance, you are to get on top of them like white on rice. Bam. Don't give them a chance to regain their balance. English being optional, of course. That is what winning Muay Thai is all about. He lands that push kick on me, hits me off balance. He's got to be right on top of me and hitting me and trying to take me down. If you get somebody off balance, that they're starting to fall, that's when you rush in and soccer kick them in the head. I am not kidding. So for instance, like he throws his roundhouse kick. Oh, right, no, he throws the roundhouse kick. And I get him off balance. I come in right behind him, do that soccer kick to the head to take him out. Because until they've actually hit the ground, they're still considered a live target. So they could be this far away from the ground, but as long as you have started your kicking motion before they land, they are still considered a live target. Take advantage of that. All right, any questions about Muay Thai strategy, guys? Anybody? We can call this a day. Guys, thank you very much. All right, now.